Log 9. I regret to inform you that Asmodeus has passed away. He was not paying attention to his surroundings, and one of the guardians of the forge, the giant automatons that we discovered scattered around, saw him. It drew the hilt of its blade, and as it did so, the blade surged to life with a gleaming blue light that grew as large as the guardian itself. Even if Asmodeus had seen the blade coming, he could not have done anything, as despite its enormous size, it moved incredibly quickly. Um, on a lighter note, not much lighter and not very light at all. It will help for the history books or books that disclose the workings and goings on inside the forge. Um, the Guardians are hostile towards anything. Uh, uh, more specifically, they attack anything they can see, but they do have bad eyesight, it seems. Yes, one more thing. I have done something incredibly inadvisable. While my division was asleep, I was on guard, and I left them. Which I know it's stupid, and before you say anything, please just wait, because it is not the most stupid thing that I did last night. I snuck off to find the swirling pillar of shadow and flames that I spoke of in our last log, and once again, not the most stupid thing I did last night. After I reached the fire, I stepped inside of it, and I would love to say that I was surprised by the fact that I did not burn, but I'm not. I stepped in because I knew I would not burn. As I entered the pillar, I found a shard of pure black darkness, and I grabbed it. This is where you may tell me how stupid I was being by touching an unknown artifact that was presumably hidden away in this defense system of fire and shadow. Uh, but I grabbed it and immediately found myself back at my camp right before I was to swap guard duty with another. Um, when I woke up, presumably the next day, I felt the shard in my pocket, and there were more other strange appearances or occurrences appearing. Um, the visions of the people of the past have started facing me with stares, no longer in conversation with beings that aren't there. And it is not just me who can see these stares either. All of my division have also noted this. However, have not gone further in. Aside from the corporal, of course, who has forcefully patted me down, although he has never noticed the shard in my pocket, even though he has touched where it was multiple times. I will inform you of any new discoveries I find, either from having the shard in my possession or just the general strangeness of the forge when it appears. But that is all that has happened since the last log. So now we will delve into Tophet culture, as has become tradition. Today we will delve into the games of my culture, and most specifically, the game of Demon Dice. The the last game that I played with my family. Uh, yes, right. To play Demon Dice, you need a group of people that you are willing to be around for quite a long time. You then each make a character concept that seems cool or badass, or that you just wish to play, aside from one person who runs the game and decides on things from an omnipotent perspective. When I played with my siblings, we decided to make one character that we could each control, but most people play the former way. After you have your concept of the character, you need to decide on the mechanics the character will use, usually described as the ABCs of character creation. These stand for A, ancestry, the look of the character that you play, along with some small features. B, background, what your character was doing before their adventure started and whatnot. C, class, what your character is as an adventurer. Do they cast spells? Do they use huge weapons? Do they rely on their mind to defeat opponents? Etc. After everyone has their character, the one person who did not create a character creates rather a story and a world and multiple characters for their friends or family to go through. Playstyles differ from person to person. Some prefer to go into dungeons and just hack and slash their way through, while some prefer to roleplay and have less combats. Any way is a good way to play as long as everyone also agrees and likes the game that they're playing. But this concludes my talk on Gothic culture, and by proxy, this log. I wish that everyone can have a good time playing the games they want to play, and to end us out, praise be to Dinah. Hello all, this is Researcher Sprite once again. The section on Gothic culture in this log describes a game with striking similarities to the game of Dungeons and Dragons, found in Universe 1742E3 on planet 329238, better known as Earth by its inhabitants, or other games in other universes. The one connection between all universes, though, is that the name of this game is always alliterative. I just wish to clear things up for those of you who may have also spotted this similarity, and were curious about how they might be familiar with this system. And with that, I hope you all have a wonderful life. Don't think I'll lose. I love a boss woman, tough woman, cute and kind of rough woman. Take me to the gym, tank top, hot stuff, woman. Hot for the muscle, my base. Can you even judge me? I'm a woman that takes strong, but they got me in a chokehold. When they look, I fold. Feel like I'm a do what I'm told. Get it with the flex, big decks, respect the facts. If you're bucky, girl, I'm saying you could eat.